Wait, before you scroll to the next video, let me ask you something real. When was the last time a pickup truck actually felt built for everyday people? Not oversized, not overpriced, not pretending to be a luxury SUV with a tiny bed in the back. Just a simple, tough, dependable truck. Well, Toyota might have just brought that idea back to life, as Toyota brings back the Stout. And today we're breaking it down the way it deserves. No fluff, no brochure talk, just a proper walk around. Backside, left side, right side, interior, engine, price, and of course, the final verdict. You're watching the Car Review Hub. Let's start where a real truck proves itself, the back. The rear of the 2026 Stout 4x4 doesn't scream for attention, and honestly, that's the point. The bed is clean, square, and clearly designed to be used. This isn't a lifestyle prop, it's a working surface. The height feels just right. Not so tall that loading heavy gear becomes a gym session, and not so low that it looks flimsy. Throw in toolboxes, camping gear, bikes, construction supplies. It feels natural back here. The tailgate has that solid, reassuring weight. When you shut it, you hear that deep, sturdy thud instead of a hollow metallic clang. That's the kind of detail that tells you Toyota engineered this for years of real use, not just showroom appeal. LED taillights keep things modern and sharp at night, but they don't try to overdo it with crazy shapes or unnecessary drama. It's cool, no doubt, but the Stout, it feels more serious, more purpose-driven. Let me ask you, if you're buying a pickup, do you want it to look trendy, or do you want it to feel dependable for the next 10 years? Moving along the left side, the proportions are what really stand out. This is a compact truck, yes, but it doesn't look small. It looks planted. No unnecessary creases. Just strong, simple design. The 4x4 trim adds subtle toughness, protective lower cladding, slightly more aggressive. Wheel options, and that elevated ride height that gives it presence without turning it into a monster truck. Wheel sizes are expected to range around 17 to 18 inches, which is honestly the sweet spot. Big enough to look capable, small enough to preserve ride comfort. Compared to the Ford Maverick, the Stout feels more traditionally truck. The Stout 4x4 feels like it carries more of that old-school pickup DNA. And for some buyers, that matters a lot.
Ow.
Now let's continue. You're not climbing up like you would in a full-size Tundra, and you're not dropping down into it like a sedan. It feels natural. Easy to get in, easy to get out, easy to park. And that's where the Stout might win a lot of people over. Full-size trucks are great until you try to squeeze into a tight city parking space or navigate narrow streets. The Stout fits into daily life instead of dominating it. Here's something I really want to know from you. Would you rather? Now, let's talk about the front end, because this is where the personality locks in. The grille is wide, confident, and clean. The LED headlights are bold, but not angry, looking for no reason. Toyota didn't just shrink down a Tacoma or copy the Tundra's face. The Stout has its own identity positioned perfectly below the Tacoma in the lineup. Pickups trying way too hard, this straightforward design feels refreshing. Sometimes simple really is powerful. Alright, let's step inside. The cabin of the 2026 Stout 4x4 continues that same philosophy. Practical, durable, logical. The seating position immediately feels right. Visibility is excellent, which is something people don't talk about enough. You can actually see the edges of the hood. You know where your corners are. The dashboard layout is clean and user-friendly. There's a large central touchscreen handling navigation, media, and settings. But here's the part I love. Toyota kept physical buttons. That makes daily driving safer and less frustrating. Material quality feels honest. No fake wood. No shiny plastic pretending to be metal. Just solid, durable. The seats are supportive rather than overly soft, which means they'll likely hold up better over long road trips. Rear seat space is surprisingly practical for a compact pickup. 2 adults can fit comfortably, and kids will have plenty of room. This isn't the cramped, compact trucks of the past. Let me ask you this. Would you rather have an interior that looks flashy on day one, or one that still feels tight and solid after 5 years of use? Now, let's talk about what's under the hood. The 2026 Stout 4x4, is expected to run a 2.4-liter turbocharged engine, pushing around 270 horsepower. On paper, that might not sound outrageous, but trucks aren't about flashy numbers. They're about torque, low-end pulling power, real-world usability. Paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, you can expect smooth, predictable shifts, whether you're commuting through traffic or towing a small trailer. Rear-wheel drive will likely come standard, with 4x4 available for those who need extra traction for job sites, dirt trails, or rough weather. Compared to the Maverick's hybrid focus or the Santa Cruz's crossover routes, the Stout feels more grounded in traditional truck capability. It's not trying to be sporty, it's trying to be dependable. Here's a question. Do you actually need 400 horsepower in a mid-sized truck? Or do you just need something that feels strong and confident every single day? Ride quality should strike a smart balance. Comfortable enough for daily driving, but firm enough to handle real loads. Isn't a hardcore rock crawler, but dirt roads, gravel paths, light off-roading, no problem. Now let's get to the part everyone cares about: price. The expected starting price for the 2026 Stout 4x4 is somewhere between $25,000 and $30,000. Zero in the US market. That puts it right in the fight with the Ford Maverick and Hyundai Santa Cruz. But Toyota brings something powerful into this battle: reputation. Toyota trucks are known for longevity. People keep them for years, sometimes decades. That long-term durability adds real value beyond the sticker price. Stout isn't here to replace the Tacoma. It's here to fill the gap below it. It's for buyers who want a real pickup without full-size costs, full-size fuel bills, and full-size parking headaches. This makes a lot of sense. So here's the final verdict. Toyota brings back the Stout. 2026 Stout 4x4 feels like a return to honesty in the pickup world. It's not chasing trends. It's not overloaded with gimmicks. It's built to work, built to last, and priced to stay realistic. For many drivers, this might be the truck that finally fits their life instead of complicating it. Now I want to hear from you. If you had to choose today, Stout 4x4, Ford Maverick, or Hyundai Santa Cruz, which one are you picking and why? If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Follow the Car Review Hub for honest, no-nonsense car reviews that actually help you decide before you buy. I'll see you in the next one.